It's 11 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?
From Windsor, Ontario, it's Remotely Zach. And now from Studio 17 in the automotive capital of the world, oh boy, Zachary Thomas.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. Welcome to Remotely Zach. I am your host, everybody's favorite, Zachary Thomas. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm assuming you've heard. We got a great show for you this evening. I take a look at some headlines that just aren't quite right in my segment. Did I read that right? And as usual, we have the weirdest news found on the internet and a whole lot more. So make sure you stick around. But before we begin, make sure that you are subscribed to the Zach Attack Productions YouTube channel. You can do that by hitting the big red button. Also, by subscribing, you are helping support someone who does all his productions by himself. Not only for Remotely Zach, but all of the productions on this channel. Now, normally I would come out here and talk about the topical stories of the week, like Trump. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk about me. That's right, because yours truly graced the magazine known as BizX Magazine. That's right, as you can see here. That's right, I was featured describing my journey. In case you don't know, Remotely Zach was a passion project during the COVID pandemic. It was just after the George Floyd incident in the midst of the COVID pandemic, and the news was just, it was a shit show, putting it mildly. And I wanted to give people a reason to go to bed with a smile on their face, or rake the leaves, because, you know, we're on in the middle of the afternoon. Also, if you're tuning in during the heat of passion, thank you for your viewership. Greatly appreciated. Keep going. And at the beginning, there is a reason I ask for you to subscribe, because I'm the only person doing this. I write, produce, direct every broadcast on this channel. Not to mention lighting director, talent, clothing, set director, and a whole lot more that I do here. The point is, every time you hit subscribe, you truly are helping me to get paid, because I need 1,000 for that. Look, I always say everyone has something, whether it's passion, the grit, or stamina, you got it. Now, it could be just gas. Let's be real. So I do want to say thank you. By the way, this is the best part about producing my own show, because I would be getting booted off at the Emmys right now. But I do want to say thank you to my parents, my teachers, who really made me what I am today. Oh, stop, knock that off. I want to say thank you to Jesus. I want to say thank you to my director. And finally, I'll be heading out a lot more to various locations, so make sure you come by and see me. I'll be in LaSalle on October 19th, so I'll do my best Karen impression. All right, now we gotta talk about Trump. Dipstick Donald was in Michigan, Detroit specifically, where he had some choice words regarding the city of Detroit, where he said, quote, "Our whole country will end up like Detroit if Harris is your president." Wow, the whole country will have a low crime rate and an economic boom? I like that. Well, in Detroit, looks like he may have tried some of that Mexican town, because this happened. See if you can spot it.
From commerce to labor to FEMA.
Woo, Donnie. Woo. Woo. You might want to try checking your diaper. I feel bad for that intern, by the way. But it's alleged that he's done it more than once. Take a look.
Competent person gets it. Next year, this same group is going to meet in Caracas, Venezuela, because it'll be much safer than your particular state. The greatest. We had an incredible evening on Saturday in Butler, Pennsylvania. We love Butler. Butler's become a very famous place. Celebrating.
That definitely left a mark. Moving on to more news. The northern lights were visible last night in what meteorologists describe as a geomagnetic storm, which means I don't know. But it is the one time of night where the sky does look like a clown's wig. It really does. We got a great show for you this evening. I got the weirdest news found on the internet. But coming up, naughty signs and bad headlines. Stick around. It's gonna be great. Welcome back, everybody. Boy, do I have a treat for you. It's time for naughty signs and bad headlines. Headlines that'll make you think, did I read that right? Whew. Man, by the way, do we have some good ones for you today? Our first one here, study shows frequent sex enhances pregnancy chances. Yeah, by the way, the more sex you have, the more your congressman's going to be telling you to knock it off. With the little squirt gun, like, it's too much. Hey, knock it off. All right, next one up here. Look, it drives me bonkers that this happens. It's like, let's take a look. Deadly storms threat to the What does that mean? What in the world could that mean? Where did this person get their journalism degree? Trump University? Hello? Alrighty, our next one here. Man, who wouldn't want a ticket to heaven? Also, who knew it would be illegal? Florida couple arrested for selling tickets to heaven. Is that a Florida sex party I don't know about? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. I don't know. I'm hoping that'll catch on. I'm hoping that's something that will catch on. All right. It happens. Happens to the best of us. You know, you make a mistake in your news story and you got to correct it. God bless this person did. Setting it straight. Typographical error. Typographical error. There you go. I thought I'd get it. I thought so. Due to a typing error, Saturday's story on local artist John Henninger mistakenly reported that Henninger's bandmate Eric Lede was on drugs. The story should have read that Lede was on drums. The Sentinel regrets this error. I mean, shit happens, you know. It's all good. They corrected it, so. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. I have no fucking clue what's wrong with me today. You think I'm on drugs? I'm not. All right, our next one here. Well, the war is over. World War is over. Which one? Which world war is over? 1, 2, 3. Which one? All right, we're moving on to the... I don't know. This might be a meme, actually. I think this might be a meme. When you let your friend know your date went great. Boom, 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 boom. Times we're living in, man. The times we're living in. All right, our last one here. Too old for TikTok, too young for Life Alert. Damn. Man, out of the two of those, this bitch wanted Life Alert. Amen. Did I read that right? We got more Remotely Zach coming up, so stay right there. Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to the show. You know, Nowadays, if you have an opinion, it can be dangerous because someone could call the PC police. Ooh. That's why I'm here to say whatever is going on in your mind. Time for Zach Says What We're All Thinking. With the news that Donald Trump sent COVID tests to Vladimir Putin, along with other news stories like, Hannibal Lecter and the Haitians eating the cats and dogs, this race is still neck and neck. I know what you're thinking. How is this race close? Hello? Hello? This week was National Moldy Cheese Day. Now, I know what you're thinking. Might as well. It's a day for everything else. No, I really know what you're thinking. Some idiot is going to grab their phone and take a selfie like... I don't know. Don't know how to do a selfie. I'm old. Leave me alone. News recently came out that the government is controlling the weather, and I know what you're thinking. Wasn't it this guy? JD Vance is worried about weird stuff in water and food supplies. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. I'm worried about what's on the couch he recently sat on. I don't know. Folks, it's Friday, and that means it's time to get weird. Time for weird news. A Tale of Two Dovers. A vessel was rescued in the English Channel after emergency call to Dover, Delaware, instead of Dover, England. How'd that happen? Hey, Jack, what's going on? No, I'm at the beach. Got you covered. That's what the infrastructure bill is for. No joke, not kidding around. Keeping the shades on, by the way. Keeping those on. Thank you. Dispatchers for the city of Dover found themselves at the center of an international rescue effort last month after receiving a call from an Albanian man who thought he was calling emergency personnel in Dover, England. Hate when that happens. The mix-up happened August 27th when the man learned that his brother's boat was sinking in the English Channel, according to Delaware authorities. The caller had conducted an internet search for the Dover Police Department, and the first search result on the screen proved to be the Dover, Delaware Police Department, police officials said in a news release on Thursday. The family member thought they were easily calling Dover, England, but was connected with our agency here in the United States. Begs the question, have you ever been to Dover? Which one? From Dover to Daytona, it's time for...
Florida man, does whatever a Florida man can. Look out, here comes the Florida man.
With a brand new hurricane aiming at the Sunshine State, one man is determined to stay behind, a man known as Lieutenant Dan. Yes. The man, who also goes by the name Joe C., has received millions of views across multiple videos posted by TikTok user Tampa Terrence. Many of the videos are filmed from C's 20-foot fishing boat in Tampa Bay. Hurricane Milton is expected to make landfall on Florida's west coast late Wednesday. The Category 4 storm currently has sustained winds of 145 miles an hour. It could be 120, it doesn't matter, C said. The boat floats. That's the whole thing. If there's water on the outside of the boat will go up, and it'll go down with the water. He said he will not be wearing a life jacket and will swim in circles if necessary. He said he is still able to swim despite only having one leg. The TikTok creator behind the viral videos, Terrence Cancun, started a GoFundMe page for Lieutenant Dan. I can't speak today. We are heading north for the weirdest news stories out of the Great White North. Stories that'll make you say,
"Oh, Canada."
Talk about cars, and more cars. Several vehicles were pulled up from the Detroit River recently. According to CTV Windsor, several cars are being pulled out of the Detroit River in West Windsor. 3 vehicles were recovered from the area near Mill Street as of 1:30 p.m. on Tuesday. I think at this point, you can just call it a car dealership. I think so. It appeared at least 5 more are still being retrieved from the water. The remaining cars underwater are marked by floating jugs. I mean, if you take a look at the vehicles, just put a little paint on them. We'll be fine. And I'll get those back on the road in no time. Well, that is the weirdness for this week. You really can't make this shit up. And now that we are at the end of the show, I'm going to be reaching into my baggie of dad jokes here. Let's see what we got. We got one here. What do you call a cat on the moon? A catstronaut. Yeah, I didn't think that one was good either. That's the show, everybody. I hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Remember, all of my broadcasts are found on this channel, so make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I want to say thank you so much for being here. You can also follow me on social media. Those links are down in the description below. I also want to say thank you to my announcer, Riley Livingston. I'm Zach, and I'll see you again next week. Same place, same time. Good night.
That was easy.
Well, that's the show for tonight. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to keep up with all the latest Remotely Zach. You can also follow us on our social media. I'm Riley Livingston. Good night.